Hello, it's Monday. Yep, it's Monday, which means it's Mythical time, which hasn't really meant it's Mythical time lately because we've been postponing and doing all that sort of stuff. So apologies about all that nonsense. Anyway, you're all very welcome to episode number 350 of Live Irish Myths. It feels like a substantial milestone, which I think it is, but it feels like it. It is, and it feels like it. Anyway, a very good evening, good afternoon, good night, good morning, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to the Mythical Ireland Library. I'm your host, Anthony Murphy of Mythical Ireland. This is Live Irish Myths. Today, we're going back to Lady Gregory's Cuchulain of Muirthemne, and this week we'll be reading the first in several episodes of the story of the war for the Bull of Cuailnge, which is Cuailnge, which is a major saga, an epic story of Irish mythology. Hope you're all in good form. If you haven't done so already, make sure to order your 2026 Mythical Ireland calendar. If you haven't done that, I will share the link now. If you want to participate in the conversation, especially if you're new, just comment whether you're watching on Facebook or on YouTube. A lot of the comments are from Facebookers, unusual. And where are the Texans? I see. At least one of them has joined us. And if you want to support Mythical Ireland, of course, you can do that by becoming a paying patron over at patreon.com/Mythical Ireland. The address for that is very conveniently scrolling along the ticker tape at the bottom of the screen throughout this and every episode. Anyway, let me say hello to a few people before we start reading the story. Hello to Auntie Joe. Joe Butler is saying hello from Colorado. It is still too warm for November here. I'm enjoying the warmth with dread. Is that because you think it's going to get colder? By the way, it's 5 degrees Celsius here. So we've had a proper kind of wintry day here. That is 41 Fahrenheit. It's, it was cold. It was 3 degrees this morning, first thing. There was a touch of frost. Of course, the big advantage of that is, as I've often said, in Ireland, in the winter, it's really very simple. If it's mild, it's grey and probably raining. If it's cold, it's sunny and the sky is blue. And that was very much the case today with a lot of sunshine. And it was lovely. It was a beautiful winter day. Nothing more, nothing less. Mariana Dunn says, Banachdy, dear Tua and Anthony from sunny but chilly Alexandria, Virginia. I wonder how chilly is chilly and how does that compare to our 5 degrees or 41? Lily Shamble says, evening, stay warm or cool depending on your weather this week, folks. Yeah. Trying to stay warm here at the moment, but I think that's a good complaint. Johnny, it means the weather is being normal. Johnny Wilson says a big hello from Dallas, Texas, where it's 28 degrees. Does Dallas get a winter? Does it ever snow in Dallas? Anne Scott, I've probably asked that before. Anne Scott Doherty says, happy Monday, everyone. Got my calendar Saturday. Had to pay $12.60 tariff before Ireland could release it to the USA. Yes, quite a number of the US orderers or purchasers of the calendar are facing the same thing. Without getting into politics, that is absolutely nothing to do with any decision made on this side of the Atlantic, but rather directly related to a decision made by somebody in what could be described as a considerable position of power in the United States. Say no more. Yeah, glad they got there despite all that, and I hope you're enjoying them. Jacqueline Kelly Adams is saying, hello all from the overcast Columbia Gorge area. I wish everyone a safe and joyful week. And of course, Columbia Gorge and Pacific Northwest doing the whole Irish thing. It sounds very Irish, that overcast. Well, you didn't mention rain. So, I mean, if it's not raining, we could say that's an advantage. Edina Sparks says, hello, Anthony and the Tua from a cool and windy 56 Fahrenheit in New Mexico. 13. Okay. Hope everyone's doing well. Looking forward to our 350th episode. Wow. Yeah, 13. That's kind of a mild day for us for winter. 5 degrees right now, or 41 Fahrenheit. But yeah, there's not much we can do about the weather unless we emigrate. But I mean, I've no interest in emigrating. I want to stay here. Rothio Marianne Lopez is saying, hello, everyone. I'm making food right now. Everyone is invited if you can handle a little bit of spice. I'm cooking red chilaquiles. Chilaquiles. Thank you for the pronunciation guide, by the way, Horacio. That's a spark of genius right there. Accompanied with refried black beans and a piece of salted beef. That sounds quite nice, actually. I might nip over and give it a bit of a taste, if you don't mind. Rex Quinn Fortenberry says, Banachdi Adina Core. Hope everyone is doing well, ready for some good old-fashioned Mythical. And it wouldn't be quite Mythical without the presence of Rex Fortenberry, in fairness. Marilyn Whitney is saying, hello, everyone. Sunny day from Inisheer. I'm glad you got it too, Marilyn. Cool here, but beautiful day and lovely to see blue sky. Oh, yeah. Especially after last week's deluge. Oh, yeah, the ground is very swampy, muddy, mucky, soft, squidgy underfoot. And it was great seeing you last week. And I hope you're back down to earth and enjoying Inisheer. Desiree is driving to Louisiana. I won't be able to talk much, but I am tuning in. Brilliant stuff. Hopefully you have full network coverage and your broadcast will not be interrupted at any moment. Desiree, drive safely. Great to see you. Joe is saying to Rothio, chilaquiles, chilaquiles. Yes, for me, please. Hang on a second. No. We're going to do this properly. We are going to do this properly. Mastering the pronunciation. A TikTok video, no less. Let's have a listen here. It won't play. Why is it not playing? Okay. Stop hitting me with it. Chilaquiles. Chilaquiles. Does that sound right? Tuesday Thompson is wishing us a happy Mythology Monday. Back to normal. Much to your disappointment, I'm sure. I'm sure. I'm quite certain that our Tuesday broadcasts are particularly delightful for you. Richard Burgess is saying, perfect timing. My dog just gave up the recliner. Hope everyone is well today. Yeah. Would you not be shooing the dog off the recliner anyway? Yeah. Good afternoon, Richard. Hope the weather's not too cool up in the Catskills. Sharon? Definitely not. That's definitely Sharon O'Farrell. Hello to the two of this Monday night in the Boyne Valley. Hello, Sharon. Welcome to Live Irish Myths. Hope you're in good form. Adina is wishing Desiree safe travels. Rex is also doing likewise. Watch for wild jackalopes. Michael Pike is saying, Anthony, greetings to all Tua from a rainy Northern California. I don't believe it. It doesn't rain in California. It does sometimes. And it does be foggy quite often in San Francisco. We know that because John Mayne lived there for a while. Lily Shambles is saying, tell Joe it's the same in England. Way too mild now. Suddenly hit with the north wind. So brrr. Currently 3. Feels like -1 here in middle England. Wrap an extra blanket around. Wear a cardigan. And an extra pair of socks, Lily. Warm up. This is the tiniest little spider. Tiny, tiny, tiny little spider. After going, ooh, yeah, he's after doing a kind of a Mission Impossible thing. Just, oh, he's coming back down. Hello there. We interrupt this broadcast to bring you news from the world of Arachnia. Oh, I made the mistake of looking away and cannot now see where the spider is. So if I jump in the middle of the broadcast. Oh, there he is. He? You see the way I assumed? Maybe it's a she. Wow. And quite effortless too. You're just kind of having fun there, going up and down your little bungee, aren't you? Yeah. Sorry to blow you away. I'll blow you away with a few stories now in a minute. Never mind. But Linda Bird is saying, hi all, too windy here with a wind chill of 42, which is kind of close to what we're at here. We're at 41 right now. Hello, Linda, and welcome. Ola Conrad is saying, hello from Denmark. Now, there's a country I'm sure that knows about cold temperatures. Mariana says, breezy with a high of 51 and a low of 37. So 51 is 10 and 37 is less than 3. Okay, feels like 47, which is 8. Okay. Yeah, it's all it's all relative, isn't it? You know. Elaine Dent-Lingenfelter says, Anthony, I'd love your cool weather and I'd send you some of our heat. 29 Celsius. Yeah, well, I'll tell you what. No. Yeah, we could trade. But you see, sure enough, if you give us a few degrees, if you give us a few degrees, we'll get the rain then. That's what'll happen. If it warms up here, it'll get rainy. It does, says Tuesday. Dallas gets a short winter with usually one ice storm. It's further northwest Texas that gets the blizzards. Houston and San Antonio are the Texas cities that escape winter. Aha, interesting. Brian M. is saying, Faskarwa Atua, Big Mama brought the first icing here in New Hampshire last night. Yeah, we've had a proper coolish day in Ireland, but gorgeous sunshine and light. That the quality of the winter light is something special. It's not this real intense bright light. The sun is low throughout the day, so you get that warm light. Even though the air is cold, the light is warm, if that makes any sense. Ola is telling us first snow in Denmark, but not here. After 2 days with frost. Wow. Go out and make a snow angel or a snowman, snow woman, snow person. Yeah, Tuesday is saying to Rothio that sounds delicious, and that's referring to the chilaquiles. I've probably pronounced it wrong again. Barbara Murphy says, hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. From a cool, slightly damp Tucson. It's only 69 Fahrenheit right now. We actually got a few drops of rain yesterday. Wow. We got more than a few in the past week. You can have some of our drops of rain if you want. We have surplus. Anne McCallum says, hello, Antone and all the mighty two. I hope everyone's in good health. The weekend was rubbish weather, overcast, miserable and cold. But today, it's 8 Celsius and a beautiful sunny day. Hey, same. Looking forward to today's episode, as always. Yeah, I think we hit 8 today as well. So, brilliant. Apparently the chilaquiles are going to be doled out for all of us on lovely platters and spread around the world. Thank you very much, Rothio. Helen Hirsch-Chader is in the house. Greetings, Anthony and the Tua. Hello, Helen. Good afternoon to you. Yeah, Barbara. I know. It's ridiculous, but hopefully it'll be resolved soon. Catherine Cleary is happy to join us all from a very rainy San Diego. Wow. Much flooding, and more to come. Luckily, my location is not affected so far. Yeah, it's an unusual one, isn't it? We're not used to Catherine telling us about rain in San Diego, I'm telling you. Stay dry, Catherine. Stay safe. And Michael Pike reaffirms that, yes, it does indeed rain in California, occasionally. Along came a spider. Yeah. He's off. He or she is off doing their thing. Oh, come on. The spider was bringing you the latest from the web. Anne McCallum points out that Tom King is watching. Hope you join us. Congratulations on your well-deserved award. There he is. Should we address you as Ambassador King? Yeah. What do we call you? Your worshipfulness, your gracefulness, your worship. Well done, Tom. Hey, they only just gave you what the rest of us knew. We've all been saying that for ages. You know, you go to County Meath. Who's the best ambassador for the place? Let me think. Yeah, well done, old fella. I hope you had a nice nippy sweetie to celebrate, as you say yourself. Elaine says, we get snow every 6 to 7 years and it shuts us down. Yeah, we're the same here in Ireland. We can't cope with it. Half an inch of snow on the ground and all the schools close. And the place is plunged into indecisiveness and crisis and all sorts of panic buying of bread and toilet roll. Desiree tells us, just drove through Dallas. Amadeus left a present on the side of the road. So Johnny, get your shovel out. Peter Kennedy is saying, good evening from Ballybrigeen. Trononua Apadar. Just making a chamomile tea. Very nice. I'm glad they didn't make us convert chamomiles into kilometers. Terrible. If that's the way the humor is starting, it can only go downhill from here. If you start at the bottom of the barrel, much further can you go? Brilliant. Yeah. And the comments have unsurprisingly been completely taken over by Tom King. Congratulations to your smithiness is in the house. Oh, I like that, your smithiness. King by name, king by nature. That's all I can say. Still on nippy sweeties, and I start them Friday night. Hiccup. Yeah, I'm sure. You're some boy, I'll tell you. Anyway, well done. And yeah, sure, look. Showcase, best ambassador. It's a pity the presidential election has been and gone, because I'm pretty sure if your name was on the ballot sheet, you'd romp home. I can imagine. Can we all picture Angawa sitting in a large wooden throne in Áras an Uachtaráin, which is our version of the White House. And by the way, just before anybody starts, we're not doing politics, right? Our president doesn't actually have any executive powers. It's largely a ceremonial role. Just the sort of role that Tom would fit very nicely. Great wordplay for spur of the moment, Anthony. Well, hey, somebody's a fan of the terribly bad humor. The news from the web from the spider was a good one too. Was that Lily, was it? Oh, I shouldn't wrongly attribute a joke to somebody. I think it was Lily. It could be mistaken. Of course, I can't bloody find it now. No, I can't. Hopefully it was Lily and I didn't get that wrong. Anyway, we are starting tonight. Listen, I want to tell you, this is a long story. This is an epic. This is a saga from Irish mythology. It's Cuailnge, Cuailnge, basically. It's the war for the bulls. And it's a long, 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 long story. It is 439 to 479. I make that 40 pages. And I generally read somewhere between 5, 6, 7 pages an episode. So, yeah, it's going to take a while. Late, but here, preparing for Thanksgiving. Blessings, Anthony, all puppies and mouse send tail wags, and Saskia and Coda return them. And yeah, it's that time of year already. Jesus, it's coming up fast, isn't it? When is Thanksgiving? Is that the last weekend of November? Is it, or is there a specific date? I can never remember. 'Twas I. Lily announces. Yes, indeed. Now there's a fly. Wow. What's the buzz? Give us all the buzz. There's something in the air tonight. It happened one time. We've started, by the way. Somebody keeps complaining about, somebody's watching on YouTube. It's happening every week. Somebody keeps complaining and saying, why don't you tell us when the episode starts? I don't want to have to listen to all this, blah, 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 blah. Use the fast forward slider. It's easy. In the time it took you to send a message, to type out that message, angrily, why don't you tell us when you're... Why don't you tell us when you stop talking shite and start doing the episode? In the time it took you to type that, you could have just slid along and found it. And no, I won't be time-stamping my videos. I have enough things to be doing. And it's a free service, by the way. Maybe I'll come up with a premium service, so subscribers will get the timestamp. How about that? And you can pay for it, huh? Or just become a patron and be grateful for what you're getting. Anyway, it's not always the same person, but recently it has been. 4th Thursday in November for the US, says Linda. 4th Thursday. Okay, that makes sense. Which is 6th, 13th, 20th, 27th. So whoever is getting ready for... Who told us they're getting ready for Thanksgiving? That's Nico and Stephen. You're getting ready 10 days in advance. Are you cooking? Are you preparing some nice food? Like, could we be invited over? November 27th is this year's Turkey Day. Buzz. Oh no, says Brian M. A fortnight of analysing the time with friendly banter. I know, it's terrible, isn't it? The things I make you do. Anyway, let's start. It happened one time when Maeve and Ailil rose up from their royal bed in Cuchulain. They began to talk to one another. Wow, is that what married couples do? It is what I am thinking, said Ailil. It is a true saying, good is the wife of a good man. So immediately here, folks, we are setting a middle-aged sexism standard, which is that every woman should only be measured according to the success and status of her husband, which is a situation that prevailed in many countries for many centuries. So I'm getting the apology in now. I'm apologizing on behalf of whoever was telling this story 800 or 1,000 or 1,500 years ago. See, sir. Oh, you're in early tonight. Come on. Hello. Oh, look. Hey, it's Coda. Hello, buddy. What's the story? Hey, Mouse and all the other creatures and Amadeus and all those, they send tail wags. They send to say hello. Okay, is that all right? Yeah, it's good. Yeah. Do I not? Apparently, I smell. Oh, good boy. Yeah, you're a good boy, aren't you? Yeah, early interruption there. I say the viewership figures have been skyrocketing since this guy. I'm telling you what happened tonight. You know the music that plays the 5-minute countdown to the beginning of the episode. He could hear the music and he was immediately getting excited and he was coming in. And sure, I'm only a few minutes in, and He's in. He knows. He's like, oh, this is where I get the. This is where I can show myself. Oh, see the way he's really sort of. He pretends to be really shy when he's on camera. It's like he knows you're watching. You know, he's. He puts on this act. You know, it's like, oh, there's a camera there. So every time we point a phone at him to take a picture or a video, he behaves. His behavior changes because he's totally nuts. He's very outgoing. He demands attention. He's very, very needy when it comes to attention. As soon as you point a camera at him, he's like, "Oh no, I think I'll just pretend to be this shy dog all of a sudden." And like, come on, you're not fooling anyone, boyo. Ah, but he is cute, isn't he? The tradition in Tucson is snow every 8 years. I'm intrigued by the idea that it's a tradition. Yeah. That implies that it's controlled by the people. Do the people of Tucson, Arizona control the weather? Is HARP involved? It's a conspiracy, I tells you. Muirthemne Millward is saying, good evening all. Happy 350th anniversary. The good news, Muirthemne, is we've only read a sentence. And Tom won an award, if you hadn't seen that. Lexi Erickson has also joined us, saying hello, Anthony and Tom, and congratulations, Tom. Hello to the Tua. Fit some reason I couldn't get in until just now. I presume that's autocorrect for some reason, but yeah, hey, you're on Facebook. What can I say? Facebook, schmacebook. A true saying indeed, said Maeve. But why do you bring it to mind at this time? I bring it to mind now because you are better today than the day I married you. Oh no. So we don't often dispense marital advice on this channel, but to all the men watching, if you are in bed with your good lady and there's a bit of what might be called pillow talk going on, just all you need to do is very simple. For a harmonious matrimonial situation to prevail at all times, all you need to do is this. Say, you're right, darling. Things would be fine. Let's see where this goes. I was good before I ever had to do with you, said Maeve. I like that. She's fighting back. How well we never heard of that and never knew it until now, said Ailil. But only that you stopped at home like any other woman, while the enemies at your boundaries were slaughtering and destroying and driving all before them, and you not able to hinder them. That is not the way it was at all, said Maeve. But of the 6 daughters of my father, Yuki, King of Ireland, I was the best and the one that was thought most of. As to dividing gifts and giving wages, I was the best of them. And as to battle feats and arms and fighting, I was the best of them. It was I had 1,500 paid soldiers and 1,500 more that were the sons of chief men. If you don't mind me saying, there's a lot of chiefs. And I had these, she said, for my own household. And along with that, my father gave me one of the provinces of Ireland, the province of Cuchulain, so that Maeve of Cuchulain is the name that was given to me. So at this point, I feel that Ailil would be best served and well advised to just agree with her and nod and go, you know what? Actually, now that I think of it, everything you've said is true. And listen, I love you very much. Give her a kiss and let that be that, and many more years of happy marriage. Let's see if that's the course of action he prevails upon. I don't think it is. And as to being asked in marriage, she said, messengers came to me from your own brother Finn, son of Rosrua, king of Leinster, and I gave him a refusal. And after that there came messengers from Carbar son of Rossa, king of Tara, and from Concovar, son of Ness, king of Ulster. And after that, again from Jochilbeog, son of Lochta. And I refused them all. For it is not a common marriage portion that would have satisfied me, the same as is asked by the other women of Ireland, she said. But it is what I asked as a marriage portion, a man without stinginess, without jealousy, without fear. For it would not be fitting for me to be with a man that would be close-handed, for my own hand is open in wage paying and in free giving. And it would be a reproach on my husband, I to be a better wage payer than himself. And it would not be fitting for me to be with a man that would be cowardly, for I myself go into struggles and fights and battles and gain the victory. And it would be a reproach to my husband, his wife, to be braver than himself. And it would not be fitting for me to be with a husband that would be jealous, for I would never hold myself to be bound to one man only. Now I have got such a husband as I looked for in yourself, Ailill, son of Rosrua, king of Leinster. For you are not close-handed or jealous or cowardly. But he is a little bit mouthy, ladies, isn't he? Anyway, continue on with the story, Auntie. Let's not get distracted. And I gave you good wedding gifts, she said. Suits of clothing, enough for 12 men. A chariot that was worth 3 times 7 serving maids. Wow. There's that number again, folks. Thrice. No, that's 3 times 7 is 21. I'm mistaken. But it's interesting all the same. Carry on, Anthony. The width of your face in red gold. In those situations, you want to be marrying someone with a fairly plump face, in fairness. The round of your arm in a bracelet of white bronze. And the fine or the tribute you can ask of your enemies is no more than the fine or the tribute I have a right to ask. For you are nothing of yourself, but it is in the pay of a woman you are, she said. My initial response to this is this little marital pillow talk isn't exactly going too well so far. I think this is gonna be the sort of one that they're going to end up sort of having to talk to the marriage counselor, the therapist about, you know. Yeah, Lexi is following Desiree online on her trip back to Lafayette. She's probably around Dallas. Yeah, she told us that she stopped in Dallas and that Amadeus left a message at the side of the road. She didn't quite tell us what the message was, but I suspect that Johnny Wilson will need to get his shovel out. Teresa Collins is saying, Gia August Bangia Giev Golair, lovely tua. Hello from a chilly, dry Killarney town. Same here. Lovely winter's day and evening. Yeah, this is how not to do pillow talk, isn't it? Let that be a lesson to us all. Yeah. I from a man's perspective, I can just see the traps he's walking himself into. And I'm not saying she's setting them. The traps were set by his own big mouth. That is not so, said Ailill, for I am a king's son, and I have 2 brothers that are kings, Finn, king of Leinster, and Carbar, king of Tara. And I would have been king in their places, but that they are older than myself. Of course, if you have a brother who's the king of Tara, in effect, your brother is the high king of all Ireland. And as to the giving of wages and dividing of gifts, he said, you are no better than myself. And if this province is under the rule of a woman, it is the only province in Ireland that is so. And it is not through your right I took the kingship of it, but through the right of my mother, Mata of Murisk, daughter of Magach. And that's really interesting, isn't it? That she has the name Mata, which we know is the name of the mythical monster of the Boyne, the 140-legged, 4-headed, serpent-like, snake-like thing that drank up all the River Boyne. and then was chopped into pieces at Newgrange. And its body parts formed part of the landscape, including its rib cage going all the way down into the River Liffey and becoming Clea, the ford of the hurdles. Yes, Dublin gets its name from a Boyne Valley myth. And Mata is possibly a root word to do with mother, and Maher in Irish, Mathair. And if I took the daughter of the chief king of Ireland for my wife, it was because I thought she was a fitting wife for me. You know well, said Maeve, that the riches that belong to me are greater than the riches that belong to you. There is no truth in that, said Ailill, for there is no one in Ireland has a better store of jewels and riches and treasure than myself, and you know well there is not. So I think book an appointment for Tuesday morning at 10 a.m. with the marriage counsellor. What do we think? I want to know how much they've been drinking. Let our goods and our riches be put beside one another, and let a value be put on them, said Maeve. And you will know which of us owns most. I'm going to do the body language. I'm content to do that, said Ailill. With that, orders were given to their people to bring out their goods and to count them and to put a value on them. Now we've got Antiques Roadshow going on. They did so, and the first things they brought out were their drinking vessels, their vats, their iron vessels, and all the things belonging to their households. And they were found, surprise, surprise, to be equal. Then their rings were brought out, and their bracelets and chains and brooches. Their clothing of crimson and blue and black and green and yellow and saffron and speckled silks. And these were found to be equal. I'm not sure you could ever lay out a woman's wardrobe and a man's wardrobe and declare them to be equal. They're going to be made of different things, you know. That's me putting a modern spin on ancient times. Then their great flocks of sheep were driven from the green plains of the open country and were counted, and they were found to be equal. And if there was a ram among Maeve's flock that was the equal of a serving maid in value, crikey, women sometimes were valued very poorly in ancient Ireland. Ailill had one that was as good. And their horses were brought in from the meadows, and their herds of swine out of the woods and the valleys, and they were equal to one another. And the last thing that was done was to bring in the herds of cattle from the forest and the wild places of the province. And when they were put beside one another, they were found to be equal. But for one thing only. We have found the point of difference between Maeve and Ailill. It happened a bull had been calved in Maeve's herd, and his name was Fionbanach, the White-Horned. Now, that's spelled here, Banach, Fionbanach, but it's usually spelled Benach, so Ben is a horn. So I will pronounce it Finbenach or Fionbenach, if you don't mind. But he would not stop in Maeve's herds, for he did not think it fitting to be under the rule of a woman. Yeah, because bulls have conscious thoughts, guys. Yes, indeed they do. And the bull is out there wandering around the cows going, I don't like being among a queen's cows. This ain't good enough for me. And he had gone into Ailill's herds and stopped there. And now he was the best bull in the whole province of Connacht. And when Maeve saw him and knew he was better than any bull of her own, there was great vexation on her. And it was as bad to her as if she did not own one head of cattle at all. So she called Macroth, the herald, to her, and bade him to find out where there was a bull as good as the White-Horned to be got in any province of the provinces of Ireland. Yet again. So Lady Gregory was good at one thing, which was translating things pretty much verbatim. So rather than just saying, find out if there's a bull as good as the white horned to be got in any province in Ireland, it actually says to be got in any province of the provinces of Ireland. You know that well yourself, said Macroth, for there is a bull that is twice as good as himself at the house of Dara, son of Cuchulain, in the district of Cuailnge, and that is Dun Cuailnge, the brown bull of Cuchulain. Now, this is the point at which I must point out that Cuchulain is still known as the Cuchulain Peninsula, is here in County Louth, which is my county. Beaming with pride. Oh, I should clarify. When I say it's my county, I live here. I don't own it. Rise up then, said Maeve, and make no delay, but go to Dara from me, and ask the loan of that bull for a year, and I will return him at the end of the year, and 50 heifers along with him, as fee for the loan. And there is another thing for you to say, Macroth. If the people of Dara's district and country think bad of him for sending away that wonderful jewel, the Dun of Cuailnge, let Dara himself come along with him, and I will give him the equal of his own lands on the smooth plain of Ai, that's Cúchulain, Rathcrohan, and a chariot that is worth 3 times 7 serving maids, and my own close friendship along with that. Was it the close friendship thing that clinched the deal? Let us find out. Men's suits are boring, says Marilyn. Boring. Martina Rocks is saying, do you do any walking tours? Yes, I am a private tour guide, as it happens. Information on this matter is to be had on the Mythical Ireland website. I shall send you a link. You're interested? Do you think I'd be a funny, kind of entertaining and informative tour guide? I hope so. So, Macroth set out on his journey, and 9 men along with him. And when they came to Dara's house, there was a good welcome before them, as there should be, for Macroth was the chief herald of all Ireland. Dara asked him then what was the reason of his journey, and Macroth told him the whole story of the quarrel between Maeve and Ailil, and of the counting of their herds, and of the great rewards Maeve offered if he would give her the loan for 1 year of the brown bull of Cuailnge. Dara was so well pleased when he heard this that he started up and said, by my hand of valour, I will send him to Maeve into Connacht with no delay, whether the men of Ulster like it or do not like it. Macroth was well content with what he said, and then he and his men were attended to, and fresh rushes were spread, and a feast was put before them, with every sort of food and of drink, including chicken chalice. Oh God, I can't remember the word, and I can't pronounce it either. Obviously, chilaquiles. Oh, chilaquiles. I can't remember. Anyway, yes, that possibly in Cuchulain in the Iron Age. Not sure. A good old Irish stew with a big bowl of spuds. Oh, hang on. Spuds. They didn't do spuds back then. Sir Walter Raleigh and all that. Now, where was I? I've lost my place because I'm getting distracted. Yes, with every sort of food and of drink, so that after a while they were not so clear in their wits as they were before. In other words, yeah, give an Irish man a few drinks or an Irish woman, and they start, mouthing. Two of them began talking to one another then, and one said, "This is a good man in whose house we are." "He is good indeed," said the other. "Is there any man in Ulster better than himself?" said the first. "There is surely," said the other, "for Conchobar the High King is a better man, and it is no shame for all the men of Ulster to gather to him." "There is surely." "I am serious. Don't call me Shirley." "It is a wonder," said the first, "Dara to have given up to us what it would have taken the strength of the 4 provinces of Ireland to bring away by force." "That I may see the mouth that spoke those words filled with blood," said another of the men. "For if Dara had refused to give it willingly, the strength of Ailill and of Maeve, and the knowledge of Fergus, son of Roch, would have brought it from him against his will." Now, you see, this is the problem. They get a few drinks on them, and suddenly the drink starts talking. In vino veritas. And this is literally what started a war. Muirthemne, I completely concur with your erudite insights into the matter of potatoes. I cannot imagine life without them. I certainly cannot. In Ireland, you may know, we have them with pretty much everything. If we could have spuds for breakfast, we would. Rex says, hard to think of Ireland without spuds. Yes, indeed. A few nice recommendations coming in relation to a certain tour guide, but yes, thank you. But, modesty and all that. Just as they were talking, the chief steward of Dara's house came in, and servants along with him, bringing meat and drink. And he heard what the men of Connacht said, and great anger came on him. And he bade the servants put down the food for them, but he never told them to use it or not to use it. But he went to where Dara was and said, "Was it you, Dara, promised the boun? No, he did not promise the boun. Was it you, Dara, promised the brown bull of Cuailnge to these messengers?" "It was myself indeed," said Dara. "Then what they have said is true?" "What is that?" said Dara. "They say that you knew if you did not give him willingly, you would have had to give him against your will by the strength of Ailill and Maeve and by the guidance of Fergus, son of Roch." "If they say that," said Dara, "I swear by the gods my people swear by, that they will not take him away till they take him by force." On the morning of the morrow, the messengers rose up and went into the house where Dara was. "Show us now," they said, "the place where the bull is." "I will not, indeed," said Dara. "But if it was a habit with me," he said, "to do treachery to messengers or to travellers or to men on their road, not one of you would go back alive to Cuchulain." Now things are taking a little bit of a turn for the worse in this whole conversation, I would imagine. "What reason have you for this change?" said Macroth. "I have a good reason for it. For you were saying last night that if I did not give the bull willingly, I would be forced to give it against my will by Ailill and by Maeve and by Fergus. If that was said, it was the talk of common messengers, and they after eating and drinking. Now they're using the drink as an excuse," said Macroth, "and it is not fitting for you to take notice of a thing like that." "It may be so," said Dara, "but for all that," he said, "I will not give the bull this time." They went back then to Cuchulain, and Maeve asked news of them, and Macroth told her the whole story, how Dara gave them the promise of the bull at first and refused it afterwards. What was the reason of that? She asked. And when it was told her, she said, "This riddle is not hard to guess. They did not intend to let us get the bull at all. But now we will take him from them by force," she said. Ha 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 ha. Evil laugh. That's not in the text. I'm just putting that in there as a dramatic effect. And this was the cause of the Great War for the Brown Bull of Cuailnge. I shit you not. A bit confrontational, says Michael. Just a touch. Yeah. Just a tad. Yeah. It's like somebody stole all of their potatoes. Somebody told them, "Look, we're going to feed you, but you're not getting any spuds." And everybody went wild. With anger, of course, not with excitement. Then Maeve sent messengers to the 6 Mains, Maines, her sons, to come to Cúchulain, the brothers of Manya Morgor that got his death at Dungarg. Is it Manya's? Yeah, it should be Manya's, not Mains. Manya's. And she sent messengers to the sons of Magach, and they came with 3,000 armed men. And to Cormac Conlungas, son of King Concovar, and to Fergus, son of Roch. And they came, and 3,000 armed men with them. This is the appearance that was on the first troop. They had black heads of hair and green cloaks about them, held with silver brooches, and on their bodies shirts of gold thread, embroidered with red gold, and they had swords with white sheaths and hilts of silver. As to the second troop, they had short-cut hair and grey cloaks about them, and on their bodies, excuse me, pure white shirts, and they had swords with knobbed hilts of gold and sheaths of silver. Everyone asked, "Is that Cormac among them?" "It is not indeed," said Maeve. As to the last troop, they had gold yellow hair, falling loose like manes, and crimson cloaks well ornamented about them, and golden brooches with jewels at their breasts, and long silver shirts coming down to their ankles. And as they walked, they lifted up their feet and put them down again all together. "Is that Cormac among them?" everyone asked. "It is, surely," said Maeve. "It is, but don't call me Shirley." Some people are saying they're getting hungry with all this talk of food. Can't blame you. I ate before the live stream, so sorry, that's very childish. This is Live Irish Myths Pantomime every week on Mondays. So they made their camp there, and between the 4 fords of Eye, Maya, Schlichen, Berena, and Coltna, and there were red fires blazing through the night. And they stopped a fortnight there at Cúchulain, eating, drinking, and resting themselves, that they might be better able for the journey and the marching. Then Maeve bade her chariot driver to yoke her horses, that she might go and consult with her druid and ask a prophecy from him, to foretell for her if the army she was bringing out would get victory and would come back safely. And she said to the druid, "There are many that will part here today from their companions and their friends, from their country and their lands, from their father and their mother. And if it happens that the whole of them do not come back again safe and sound, it is on me the complaints and the curses will fall." We interrupt this broadcast with a very loud rattling sound from the Tato bag. "And besides that," she said, "there is none that goes out or that stops behind that is dearer to us than we are to ourselves. So find out for us now whether we shall return or not return." And the druid said, "Whoever returns or does not return, you yourself will return." This is always the way it is when a seer is consulted in Irish mythology. It's like, tell us the future, will you? Well, it'll either be this, or it'll be either this, or it'll be that. Yeah. Will I win the lottery? You might do. You might just do that. I see a winner. I see it clearly. And it could be you or it could not be you. Maybe not. Mary Kelly Garrity is having some toast. Are there spuds on the toast, Mary? I'm joking because we've been having this conversation about potatoes. Oh, Muirthemne had a jacket potato earlier. I'm good. What did you have in it? Do you know what I like in a jacket potato? I like melted cheddar cheese and bacon. There is, in my view, nothing better. Rex, boil him, mash him, stick him in a stew. Yes, I know who you're quoting. I want the exact character from the Lord. Well, I presume it's the movie. I'm not sure if it's the book. The exact character. Which movie character said that? Boil him, mash him, stick him in a stew. And who did he say it to? I'll give you a little clue. The creature he said it to was eating raw fish out of a river. Anyway, where was I? Yes. Whoever returns or does not return, you yourself will return. You yourself. Instead of just saying you will return, you yourself will return. Her chariot was turned then, and she went back again homeward. But presently she saw a thing she wondered at. A woman sitting on the shaft of the chariot, facing her. And this is how she was. A sword of white bronze in her hand, with 7 rings of red gold on it. And she seemed to be weaving a web with it, a speckled green cloak about her, fastened at the breast with a brooch of red gold. A ruddy, pleasant face she had, her eyes grey, and her mouth like red berries. And when she spoke, her voice was sweeter than the strings of a curved harp. And her skin showed through her clothes like the snow of a single night. Yes, ladies, she's wearing a see-through. That's not in the text. Long feet she had, very white, and the nails on them pink and even. Her hair gold yellow, 3 locks of it wound about her head, and another that fell down loose below her knee. Long hair. Frodo to Gollum, incorrect. You have one right. So it was definitely the Gollum. My precious. Yes. But who said it? It was not Frodo. Maeve looked at her and she said, "What are you doing here, young girl?" "It is looking into the future for you, I am. To see what will be your chances and your fortunes. Now you are gathering the provinces of Ireland to the war for the brown bull of Cuailnge." "And why would you be doing this for me?" said Maeve. "There is good reason for it," she said. "For I am a serving maid of your own people." "Which of my people do you belong to?" said Maeve. "I am Fidelum of the She of Rathcrohan." She's a she-woman. Not to be messed with. Definitely to be listened to. The She of Rathcrohan. Rathcrohan, or the She of Rathcrohan, if you prefer. From the mound of Rathcrohan. "It is well, Fidelum of the She. Tell me what way you see our hosts." "I see crimson on them. I see red. Yet Conchobar is lying in his weakness at Awan. My messengers are come back from there, and we need not be in dread of anything from Ulster," said Maeve. "But look again, Fidelum of the She, and tell me the truth of the matter." "I see crimson on them. I see red. And I suspect, ladies and gentlemen, Fidelma is not talking about their dress code. We've already heard how some of them had green cloaks on and some of them had grey cloaks. So she says she sees red on them. She's not talking about their clothes. Yet Owen, I see crimson on them, I see red, said the girl. Yet Owen, son of Durtacht, is in his weakness at Rath Arthur. My messengers are come back from him. We need not be afraid of anything from Ulster. Is Rath Arthur the one at Talche? Isn't it? Taltown? Rath Arthur? I'm pretty sure is Talche in Meath. Look again, Fidelum of the She. How do you see our hosts? I see them all crimson. I see them all red. Celtcar, son of Uthakar, is lying in his weakness within his fort. My messengers are come back from him. Tell me again, Fidelum of the She, how do you see our hosts? Does she really need to ask a fourth time? I mean, it's pretty obvious. They're going to be red. I see crimson on them, I see red. There may be no harm in what you see, said Maeve. For when all the men of Ireland are gathered together in one place, there will surely be quarrels and fights among them about going first or last over fords and rivers, or about the first wounding of some stag or boar or such like. So, it's interesting that they should even be discussing the idea of who goes first and last over a river ford. I find that intriguing. Samwise and Gollum, yes, we likes them raw and wriggling. Yes, indeed. Correcto. Barbara said it was said by Samwise to Gollum. Samwise Gamgee, yes, indeed. What was it Gandalf said to him when he pulled him in the window? He said, were you eavesdrop? He said, no, I wasn't dropping no eaves. Michael Pete Trott, arriving late to this and Tuesday breakfast. Chips too many in the potato world. The local Irish club as culprit has revived with more recent arrivals down under, and a local bar does good food though. There is still some recession, tariffs and food inflation here. Hello to the two at this time, your time. Tomato sauce is surely red. Yeah, I think when Fidelm said she saw Maeve's army crimson and red, she wasn't talking about tomato ketchup, I'm pretty sure, Michael. But good morning to you. Anyway, happy Tuesday to you from all of us who are still in Monday. Tell me truly now, Fidelm of the She, what way do you see our hosts? Because, the first 4 times weren't enough and I didn't believe you, so I want you to tell me something different this time. I see crimson on them, I see red, and I see, she said, a low-sized man doing many deeds of arms. There are many wounds on his smooth skin. There is a light about his head. There is victory on his forehead. He is young and beautiful and modest towards women. But he is like a dragon in the battle. His appearance and his courage are like the appearance and the courage of Cuchulain of Muirthemne. And who that hound from Muirthemne may be, I do not know. But I know this much well, that all this host will be reddened by him. He is setting out for the battle. He will make your dead lie thickly. The memory of the blood shed by him will be lasting. Women will be keening over the bodies brought low by the hound of the forge that I see before me. So, Maeve asked Fidelm of the She 4 times, tell us how you see this battle going. And each of those 4 times Fidelm said, I see your army crimson, I see them red. Not satisfied with this, Maeve had to push her into giving a broader, wider, more truthful answer. Well, she's just got it. Couldn't be a bit, whatever about saying they're crimson and they're red, yeah, you can explain that away all you want. But when the hound from Muirthemne makes them lie thickly, the dead that is, I think that's a little bit more indicative of what lies ahead. Always listen to the woman, even if you are a woman. This is the foretelling that was made for Maeve by Fidelm of the She before the setting out of the hosts at Cuchulain for Ulster. Don't turn me into anything unnatural, Sam begged. Yeah. Now, when Maeve, I'll read another page, I think. What time are we on? Yeah, we're okay. Now, when Maeve told Fidelm of the She that there need be no fear of the men of Ulster coming out to attack the army, for they were lying in their weakness, she meant that they were under the curse and the enchantment that was put on them one time by a woman they had ill-treated. And the story of it is this. There was a man by the name of Cúchulain, son of Agnoman, that lived in a lonely part of Ulster, among the mountains. The Sperrins, I presume. And he had a good way of living, but his wife had died, and he had the care of all his children on him. One day he was sitting in the house, and he saw a woman come in at the door, tall and handsome, and with good clothes on her. And she did not say a word, but she sat down by the hearth and began to make up the fire. And then she went to where the meal was, and took it out and mixed it, and baked a cake. And when the evening was drawing on, she took a vessel and went out and milked the cows, but all the time she never spoke a word. I can see several of you men in the back of the class down there giggling. I know what you're thinking. Oh yeah, there's the perfect woman. Does all the chores and doesn't give any guff. I can see you. Stop that now. Cut it out. Do you hear me? Then she came back into the house and took a turn to the right, and was the last to stop up and to cover over the fire. She stayed on there, and Cúchulain, the man of the house, married her, and she tended him and his sons, and everything he had prospered. It happened one day there was to be a great gathering of the men of Ulster for games and races and all sorts of amusements, and all that could go, both of men and women, used to go to that gathering. That's, ladies and gentlemen, what we would call an éineach. I will go there today, said Cúchulain, the same as every other man is going. Do not, said his wife, for if you so much as say my name there at the fair, she said, I will be lost to you forever. Then indeed I will not speak of you at all, said Cúchulain. So he set out with the others to the fair, and there was every sort of amusement there, and all the people of the country were at it. Is this the part where I annoyingly predict what might happen? That he gargles a few drinks down him and starts spilling about his secret wife. Rex is having a hard time concentrating. I could go for a good batch of curry chips. Yeah. At the 9th hour, the royal chariot was brought on the ground, and the king's horses won the day. Then the bards and poets and the druids and the servants of the king and the whole gathering began to praise the king and the queen and their horses. And they cried out, there were never seen such horses as these. There are no better runners in all Ireland. My wife is a better runner than those horses, said Cúchulain. There you go. Told you. He spilled the beans. He shouldn't have. When the king was told of what he said, he said, take hold of the man and keep him until his wife can be brought to try her chance and to run against the horses. So they took hold of him and kept him, and messengers were sent from the king to the woman. She bade the messengers welcome and asked what brought them. Excuse me. We are come by the king's order, they said, to bring you to the fair, to see if you will run faster than the king's horses. For your husband boasted that you would, and he is kept prisoner now until you will come and release him. It is foolish my husband was to speak like that, she said. And as for myself, I am not fit to go, for I am soon going to give birth to a child. That is a pity, said the messengers, for if you do not come, your husband will be put to death. I kind of answer, yeah. I was kind of hoping she'd say, oh, well, if that's to be the case, so be it. He opened his big gob, serves him right. But in fact, this is what she says. If that is so, I must go, whatever happens, she said. So with that, she set out for the gathering. And when she got there, all the people were crowding about her to see her. It is not fitting I to be looked at, and I the way I am, she said. And what have I been brought here for? To run against the 2 horses of the king, the people called out. Ochon, she said, do not ask me, for I am close upon my hour. Take out your swords and put the man to death, said the king. Give me your help, she said to the people, for every one of you has been born of a mother. And then she said to the king, give me even a delay until my child is born. I will give no delay, said the king. Then the shame that is on you will be greater than the shame that is on me, she said. Wise woman. And because you have showed no pity and no respect to me, she said, it is a heavier punishment will fall on you than has fallen on me. And bring out the horses beside me now. Then they started, and the woman outran the horses and gained the race. And at the goal, the pains of childbirth came on her, and she bore 2 children, a boy and a girl, and she gave a great cry in her pain. Excuse me. What time period was the story set in? It's very interesting. Toynbee Cuailnge, when it's analysed, appears to have the dress codes and weaponry of early medieval times. Like, that's really strange. That happens once in a while. So the thing blanked out, and now the old title is on the episode. I don't know why that happens. Okay, it's back. Sorry about the interruption, folks. Before I proceed, I will just halt a moment just to see if you're still hearing and seeing me okay. I'm just trying to answer Martina's question. A lot of scholars think it's an Iron Age myth. My own view, some aspects of it are older than that again. So just can somebody confirm that the stream is okay? Doesn't matter whether you can see me or not, but I suppose being able to hear is the big question. Linda Bird says yes. Thank you, Linda. Time warp. Let's do the time warp again. Marilyn Whitney says no F word this time. Well, yeah, there's another F word, but no, I won't. I won't utter either of the F words, the sacred one or the profane. Thanks, Marilyn and and Brian. So they took hold of him and kept him. And messenger, sorry. And the weakness came suddenly on all that heard the cry, so that they had no more strength than the woman as she lay there. And it is what she said, from this out until the 9th generation, the shame that you have put on me will fall on you. And at whatever time you most want your strength, at the time your enemies are closing on you, that is the time the weaknesses of a woman in childbirth will come upon all the men of the province of Ulster. Now, admit it, ladies, some of you anyway, how many times in your life have you said, oh, I really wish, he could endure the pain of labour and childbirth, you know. There you go. Paul Campbell, thank you very much. And welcome. And so it happened. And all of the men of Ulster that were born after that day, and of all the men of Ulster that were born after that day, there was no one escaped that curse and that enchantment, but only Cuchulain. When the men of Connacht set out from Cúchulain for the north, they stopped towards evening at Cuailnge, and they made their encampment for the night. Ailill took his place in the middle of the camp, and on his right was Fergus, son of Roch, and Cormac Cuailnge next to him, and their people on the same side. And on Ailill's left there was a place made for Maeve and Findavar, her daughter. But Maeve stopped behind until the whole of the army had come up, and then she went in her chariot to see if all was in order. And after that she came and took her seat at Ailill's right hand. "Which of the troops do you think the best?" said Ailill. "None of them are any good at all," said Maeve, "compared with the men of Leinster, the Cuailnge." "What have they done beyond all the others that you praise them so much?" said Ailill. "There is reason for praising them," said Maeve. "For while the others were choosing a place for themselves, the Cuailnge had their huts and their shelters made. And while the others were making their shelters, they had their share of food and drink cooked and set out. And while the others were making ready their food, they had theirs eaten. And while the others were eating, they were laid down and sleeping. And as their servants have been better than the servants of the men of Ireland," she said, "so will their young men and their fighting men be better than the young men of Ireland on this march." "I am well pleased to hear that," said Ailill, "for it was with me they came, and they are of my own province." "Then you need not be so well pleased," said Maeve, "for they shall march no further with you, for I will not have them boasted of before me or to me." "Let them stop in this camp then," said Ailill. "They shall not do that either," said Maeve. "What must they do then?" said Findavar, "if they are neither to go on nor to stop in the camp?" "They will get death and destruction from myself," said Maeve. "It is a pity you to say that," said Ailill, "and they only just after joining us." "If you think to harm them," said Fergus, "you will have to fight with me as well as with them. For by the oath of my people," he said, "it is only over my body and the bodies of the men of Ulster that are with me you can come at their death." "Do not speak that way, Fergus," said Maeve. "For if you were to join with these strangers against me, I would have the 6 Mannias and their men on my side, and the sons of Magach and their men, and my own troops along with them. And I think we should be well able for you," she said. "It is not right for you to say that," said Fergus, "for there are no men in Ireland better than the young men of Ulster that came to Connacht with me, and they have been a good help to you up to this. But I will tell you another thing to do," he said. "Let the men of Leinster be divided through all the other troops of the men of Ireland. The way there will not be more than 5 of them together in any one place." "I will agree to that," said Maeve, "for I know there would be nothing but fighting and jealousy if they were left together the way they are now." Yeah, and I think we'll halt it there. Yeah, we've made a good I think we've read 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pages. In fact, this is a good start. 5 eighths are 40. We could we could do this in 5 episodes. So 4 more episodes. He says not being sure how many fingers to put up. And I haven't had a drop. Well, unless you count orange. Did Amadeus eat a Whataburger? Lexi is asking Desiree. 6 manias. I had 5. I know. It's like hard to keep up, isn't it? Siddhantha is from a different country, I think is why. But he's also an incarnation of divine wrath as Reastarta. So maybe that's why. Maybe that's why what? Sorry, I'm not with you, Brian. Macha. Yeah. Macha gives them the menopause as her judgment. And this is literally what afflicts the Ulster army throughout the stories. Like, you just shouldn't have pissed off the woman, like, just, How many times have we said it on how many episodes? Listen to the woman. Don't disrespect the woman. Do as the woman says. The question is, what are the aspects of Manya and whom are they really reflecting? Yeah, good question. I haven't gone into that in any depth, Brian. You sound from your comments on recent episodes like you're really, really studying this in some depth. And yeah, if ever you publish a paper or a book, I will buy it. Why is he immune from Macha's curse? Because he's special. Of course, remember, his otherworld father is Lou Muirthemne, So maybe it's because he's got 2 of the Danann lineage as well. I'm not sure. Right, Sinead, don't forget, if you haven't done so already, these things are absolutely flying out the door. And I'm not just saying that. The Mythical Ireland 2026 calendars are absolutely zooming out the door at high speed in great numbers. So order yours now on mythicalireland.com. Remember to click the right button. There's a button for free postage if you're in Ireland, on the island of Ireland. But if you're anywhere else in the world, unfortunately, you have to pay postage. So make sure you press the right button. And get yourself some sumptuous Anthony Murphy pictures and a nice calendar to boot. Anyway, that, c'est la vie. Sinead. Yeah, so let me just quickly check the calendar for next week. Should be okay for next week. Yeah, so hopefully same time again. Usual day, Monday. Andropause, says Michael Trott. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Anne. And also have a fabulous day. Calendar, absolutely lovely, Anthony. Just got 2 of them. Thanks. Brilliant. That is Manco Zeb 100. Brilliant. I'm glad you got them. And I'm glad you like them. Equally happy with both, but yes, always very, very happy to hear that people like them. That's important. Anyway, all that remains for me to say at this point is Lily Shambles shouts the usual reminder, don't forget to put out the bins, which I'm going to do right now. All that remains for me to say at this point is Ikawa Kolosov, Slán go fóil agus tóg go bugaí.